Not yet.
Time's getting on. Same time's getting on.
Yes.
Well, if you stand there much longer, you'll take root, catch pneumonia, and never get to London.
Sorry.
Never depend on a man. You'd have been at the station by now if you'd listened to me.
We're not late yet.
A drink of tea and a piece of toast. That's no way to start a journey.
I'll get breakfast on train.
Big tips and small helpings and all that juggling about.
Auntie?
Well?
Oh, nothing. Oh.
Ridiculous thing.
It was made in China.
He's cutting it fine.
Mr. Bracegirdle's never let me down yet.
Did I miss the wedding then?
No need for nastiness, Auntie Ethel. There, he's here.
Morning, Miss Fondo. Well then, Daphne.
Oh, my hat.
Bag?
Hey?
Suitcase? Oh. Bright and early, eh? Little chick leaving the nest, eh?
You're cutting it fine.
There's plenty of time. Not Giles.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Bracegirdle. I'm off now, then, Auntie.
Yes. Well, your home will still be here when you need it.
Bye-bye, then.
Now, see you eat well and air your clothes properly. I don't want you running back here with your bad stomachs and rheumatics. Keep yourself to yourself. And just as soon as there's a bit of fine weather, I'll be down to see if you've settled in properly.
Bye-bye. Not in boot.
Hey?
I'll have him on my knee.
Oh.
Come on then, Charlie. Come on. That's lovely. Oh, keep still, Fred.
Yeah.
I had this on my... Look,
Yeah,
let-
but
let-
don't
No,
worry
let
about
me
it.
do
Just leave it.
Well, I shouldn't bother now. You've missed it. Never let you down.
Oh, in the back, eh?
Of course.
Oh, come on, Daphne. There's no reasons why we shouldn't be friends.
You want your cake and your halfpenny. Just start the car, please. I have a train to catch.
find the luggage here.
Oh, very sorry.
You'll like it in London.
Yes.
It's a very good promotion.
Fred, I'm not soft. Not in head any road. And this post into the London branch, I know why you recommended me.
Well, best worker in the office.
Best girlfriend until Miss Fitzroy came along.
Miss Fitzroy?
That's right. For the past 10 years, we've been working up to marriage.
Oh, and
I've filled 3 bottom drawers and started on my 4th. Now you're on to Miss Fitzroy and I'm posted to London. You're not but a bluebeard.
Hush now.
I don't care who knows. I've wasted my youth on you. And I hope Miss Fitzroy finds you out in time.
Morning, Cynthia.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You're up early with your squeegee.
The early worm gets the bird.
Coffee time. Oh, careful. I'll take that. Good job I do, you know. You don't remember it yourself. Well, what do you think of my new jumper? Bought it to celebrate your new life. Well, what do you think? Does it send you?
Very nice.
You can wear it with or without.
With or without what?
My new Nelwyn bra. Cheeky. Just the sort of thing to wear when your lover invites you round to his new flat to dine. Not that you have actually invited me as yet.
He does great things for you, Iris. That,
Did you have a long farewell scene with your wife and her fiancé?
No, not long, but moving. It was very moving, it was. I took them both a cup of tea in bed. Not a long farewell to 17 years of marriage.
Oh, Rowley. You're so sophisticated.
Oh, you've noticed.
Would you know? I'm so excited. I can't believe it. After 3 years, I've got you all to myself. Let my mum listening in the next room. Oh, and your bedroom will look super in my blue tea roses. Well, like you said, I'm much more artistic than you are.
Yes, of course, Iris. I do like that wallpaper you've chosen. Blue roses. It's just that, you know, I'd rather not decide anything until I've moved in on my own and collected myself.
Who's been drinking out this cup?
What?
Lipstick. Alicante tangerine. Very trendy shade. Who?
Oh, it's just a customer. Yes, it was a woman who came in yesterday. I gave her a cup of coffee while she was writing out her cheque.
What did she buy?
Jardinier.
It wasn't that common-looking woman, was it? The blonde one with the fur coat. Only I just happened to be doing a comb out yesterday and I saw her come in here.
Yes, I think it was Iris, but look.
Well, I'm not jealous. Who's jealous? I'm just asking. I mean, don't get carried away with this new flat of yours. Me? Any woman's going to be entertained, they're only one, isn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I gave you evidence in your divorce, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I got you your freedom. Yeah. I mean, your wife's happy, you're happy. Just want to make sure I'm happy, that's all.
Yes, Iris, of course. You will. You're the only one, you know that.
Yeah. Well... What time are you picking the keys up, then?
Around 10.
We'll be at the flat at 5:30, all right?
Lovely.
Rolling exciting. First night alone together in 3 years. Isn't it romantic?
Super. Great.
Care for a mint?
Oh, thank you.
No good.
Oh, very good. Mozart. Come to the end, that's all.
I'm quite fond of Mozart. I used to go to concerts with Fred. Mr. Bracegirdle.
Care for a mint?
Do you play in an orchestra?
Oh, just a student. Royal College of Music.
Lovely.
Want a scholarship?
Oh, you must be gifted.
Perhaps.
What's up? Yeah, my mob. Yeah, you up? Oh, going garden,
George Fidimore.
Daphne Pegg. Double G. That was Mr. Bracegirdle at the station.
Yeah?
He was head of my department.
Oh.
But I've a better job to go to in London.
That's great.
I'm a civil servant.
Yeah.
Bankruptcy division.
Interesting.
Very.
Breakfast, English continental, breakfast. Thank you, please. English continental, breakfast. Breakfast, English continental. Oh, thank you, madam. Breakfast, English continental.
There we are now. Do you know, I've not much fancy for food first thing. Now I could do with something. How about you? Oh, is that all you're having?
Oh, bacon and egg at 6 o'clock.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Would you care to, join me?
Great. Of course, it is insured.
Oh, we don't stop now till London.
Great.
Hello. Can I help you?
Choose any card.
Oh, Mr. Moody. Mrs. Bakewell, Mr. Moody's here to collect his keys and things.
Thank you, Sharon. Morning, Miss Moody.
Oh, good morning, Miss Bakewell.
Would you care for a cup of simply frightful instant?
Well, just how frightful is it?
Well, if you...
Do come in, Mr. Moody. Everything's ready for you.
I say, it looks very good there, doesn't it?
I have done it rather beautifully, haven't I? Not that I deserve such a lovely present. After all I've done is get you a flat. Just done my job.
But what a fabulous bargain. I mean, I'm so delighted with it. The least I could do was give you that little present.
But it was marked £18.
Oh. I should have taken the price off.
Do you? Russian on the right.
Oh, slow ones on the left. Such an attractive colour, these walls. Will it suit my sitting room, do you think?
I think it would look lovely in your bedroom.
Oh, really? Of course, I'm hopeless about decor.
Oh, I'm really rather good at it.
Well, perhaps you might advise me when you have a free moment.
Love to.
But perhaps your husband would object.
Not if you ask me after next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday?
He goes to Borneo for 3 months.
Oh. How, he sells bridges, I believe you mentioned.
Erects them. Always travelling. Always on the move.
Oh.
Well, now, here's your lease, the keys, and all the agreements. I've had everything turned on for you. I do hope you'll be happy.
Thank you very much. I'm sure I shall be.
Bracegirdle called me into his office. Miss Pegg, he said. He always calls me Miss Pegg in the office. Miss Pegg, have a notification here concerning you. Oh, yes, I said, quite innocent. Promotion, he said. Lovely, I said. London, he said. You could have knocked me down with a feather. London, I said, but Fred. Oh, that was a slip, of course. I was under stress. Yes, he said, they want you in London. Of course, I shall be sorry to see you go. Something funny in his look struck me. Do you want that? I'll take it. I never said another word. I looked away. In my mind's eye, I could see Miss Fitzroy the day she joined us from Liverpool. The way he looked at her bust. She's young, too. Well, not much past 30. I felt I ought to warn her. The look of her, she can take care of herself. And I just hoped she puts him in his place. So here I am on the loose, as you might say. And I should have been married next year. I doubt he ever meant it. Goodness, why am I telling you all this? No need to clean those 2 plates. Well, now I'm over the first shock. I don't really mind. And I have a lovely flat to go to.
Yeah?
Yes, living room, kitchen, bathroom, and 2 bedrooms.
Wow.
No, it doesn't seem so bad now. After all, I should be seeing something of the world. And Auntie Ethel never did like Fred Bracegirdle. Oh, I do go on, don't I? Do you have a flat in London?
Me? Couldn't afford it. Odd rooms here and there. YMCA tonight.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. The trouble is, finding somewhere I can practice.
Oh, well, oh. Looks better coming from around.
Thank you, sir.
That's the guest room. The seduction suite. Sure, it works. The roof garden, of course.
I must confess,
Why?
I don't know a soul in London. But now I know you.
Great.
I must give you my address.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime, you know,
Yeah.
that you want to practice your cello, just pop along and I'll arrange about a key.
Great. Actually, I get quite a few free tickets for concerts, musical concerts. And I thought maybe you might like to go sometime.
Oh, great. Very nice.
Well, thanks very much for the lift.
Darling, what do we need for our new life? 2 glasses for a start. No, half a dozen. Hope you find this useful. This is Van Leyen. Isn't that nice? Women, you don't need 'em, Roland. You don't need 'em.
There we are, Miss Pegg.
Thank you for the keys, Mr. Catholic, and everything.
Well, we like to do things properly, Miss Pegg.
Yes. I can't manage that, you see. Do you want to carry this one too? Oh, that's better.
Can you put her through in that room there? On the bed. Thank you. Very kind. You're very kind. Thank you very much.
Do you want any shopping done?
Oh, I've done it, Jarvis. I've actually done it. I'll get you little drinkies. Ooh, it's even better than I remember it. Little drink. You just sit there for a moment and be good. Find a nice place for you when we've settled it. Yes. Well, we soon get it all shipshape. I mean, it's home, isn't it? Our home. First time ever. My own mistress. I hope you find this useful. So I'm Mrs. Van der Eeden. Oh, well now, isn't that kind? Oh, isn't that kind of Mrs. Van der Eeden? Oh, champagne to welcome us. Oh, the roof garden. Oh, yes, Mrs. Van der Eeden mentioned the roof garden. Oh. Yes, well, soon get it all shipshape. I'm on the roof of the world. To hell with your Fred Bracegirdle. And Auntie Ethel. Jarvis. Oh, la dolce vita. I've only been here 5 minutes. Now, just keep calm, Jarvis. Now, we must see to the infantry before we think of pleasure. No, we mustn't get carried away. Sofa. Yes. Table, dining, stained. Oh, yes, so it is. Chairs wooden too. Just enough. Rugs too. Oh. That's not on the list. Oh. Must be Mr. Crapplecure's. Oh, I better phone him. Look at that front door. Jarvis. Oh, I must see to that.
little beast. Mrs. Bakewell, Roland Moody. Hello, I'm so sorry to disturb you, but I've got something furry here in a cage. No, I don't know. Shall I put it out? Mrs. Van der Heiden, I suppose it could be, yes. Oh, well, that's very... Indeed, yes. Most convivial. The champagne's already on ice. Bye, Mrs. Bakewell. You. This is flat 12, Waterloo Mansions, Maida Vale.
That's right. Are you a friend of Mrs. Van der Heiden's?
No, are you?
I understood this flat would be vacant.
So did I.
At least that's what they told me.
Who's
Bartlett
that?
and Capelcure.
Bartlett
and Capelcure.
No.
Very reliable. They're the estate agents for this flat.
No, the estate agents who look after this flat are pathfinders at Queensway.
No.
One of us is in the wrong flat.
Yes, you are.
No, it's number 12. You're in the wrong flat.
No.
I moved in today.
I moved in today.
I beg your pardon?
I left Manchester 8. I had breakfast on the train. I collected my keys and my lease from the agents, and when I got here, I rang them about a briefcase I found here.
Well, my briefcase?
Oh, your briefcase! Oh, you're from Bartlett and Capelcure. Are you Mr. Bartlett?
Moody.
Moody?
I'm Roland Moody.
Oh, I'm Daphne Pegg.
How do you do?
Double G.
Oh, double O. See, it must be my flat, otherwise. What am I doing here?
I'm sure I don't know what you're doing here. But I'd be very glad if you'd kindly leave. And please don't sit down on my sofa.
On your... Who are you? Where did you come from?
Bolton. Well, just outside Bolton, actually. Might I ask where you've sprung from?
Ealing Common.
Ealing Common?
Yeah. And I have the lease of this flat. And I moved in today.
That again. Look, just take your briefcase and go. And leave my champagne alone.
Yours?
That was a present to me from Mrs. Van der Heiden. Now, look, let's have no more of this. I hold the lease on this flat.
You do?
Oh, yes. And I don't wish that champagne opened. I'm expecting company.
Now, the thing is, you see, quite honestly, it is my flat because I paid £800 to the previous tenant, Mrs. Van der Heiden, for the fixtures and fittings.
I paid £850, Mr. Who's
Moody,
it?
Moody.
Mr. Moody, you've
Yes.
made a mistake.
No, I haven't.
Yes,
No,
Mr. Moody,
no,
I must ask
I
you
do
to
want to
go.
be chivalrous, but this is big...
Chivalry does not enter into it, Mr. Moody. I paid
How did I
£850
get in?
for this flat.
How did I get in? I don't have to answer questions. How did you get in?
I had the keys.
Oh. Well, so did I. And this is my champagne.
That
champagne was a present left for me from Mrs. Van der Eden. Look, here with a note. Hope you find this useful. Signed, Mrs. Van der Eden.
No. That note referred to the sweep. You see, it was tied on the sweeper. It left for me.
You see?
Yes, I came this morning.
About in my flat. How long were you poking about? Just this morning or other times?
6 weeks ago when it was
I took
advertised.
this flat 6 weeks ago. I came flying through. Mrs. Van der Eden said I could have it from today. So kindly remove yourself, Mr. Moody, without any more...
Obviously, some sort of confusion.
I'm not confused, and the sooner you leave, the better...
Look! Dear, show us your lease.
Show me yours. Something very funny going on.
Yeah.
There's something very funny.
There is. Anyway, my estate agent, Mrs. Bakewell from Pegg, she'll be here in a moment to remove that rodent.
My Jarvis!
Jarvis?
Oh, you leave my Jarvis alone!
I never touched you.
Mr. Moody, I don't know who you are. I don't want to know who you are. But whoever you are, one thing you are not is the tenant of this flat. This is my flat. And my estate agent, Mr. Capelcue, he'll be arriving any moment, so he'll soon fix you.
My Mrs. Bakewell will soon fix you. And in the meantime, I'm going to sit tight on my handbag. Sofa. Sofa. And drink my champagne, to which you're most welcome to a glass of, Mrs. Pegg.
It's bad for your liver to drink on an empty stomach. This is my flat.
No, it's not.
This is my flat.
No.
This is
My flat.
My flat!
That's my Mrs.
Hello, Miss Pegg.
What do I do? You put me in with a man. This is his flat. He's got the keys and the lease. He paid £800 for the furniture. Yeah. You took £850 from me, and he caught me in the bathroom.
He did what? Just leave this to me, Miss Pegg. Will you kindly explain yourself, sir?
My name is Roland Moody.
Moody.
And this is my lease, which I obtained from my estate agents, Pathfinders of Queensway.
Oh, yes, I know them well. I'm sorry, sir, but that lease of yours is not worth the paper it's written on. No. My client here, Miss Pegg, is the legal tenant of this flat, so would you kindly collect your belongings and leave forthwith?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, no, I won't.
In that case, sir, I shall have to inform the police that you've broken into and entered a private dwelling. I'm very sorry you've paid these Pathfinder people £800. They're notorious fly-by-nights. No, sir, I'm sorry, but you've absolutely no right to be here at all. The rightful tenant is my client, Miss Pegg, so would you kindly leave?
Mrs. Baker.
Oh, yes, I know her of old. Nothing she wouldn't do for a few bob.
Thank you. Mr. Moody, what on earth is going on here?
Look, Mrs. Bakewell, I came in here. I went in there, and she was in there. Daphne Pegg, her name is. And she's the rightful remnant, she says. She's got a lease. A lease.
I see you've done it again, Mr. Capelcure. I was hoping after that little incident in Wembley, your professional career would be ended. Don't worry. You're the legal tenant of this flat. I don't know who this Pegg woman is, but if she's a client of Mr. Capelcure, she's very unlucky. Might I have sight of this document that Mr. Capelcure purports to be a valid lease?
Of course. I shall require a sight of your lease, sir.
Well, Capelcure, I don't know what you've done this time, but as usual, it's a complete balls-up. Don't worry, Mr. Moody, I shall instruct my solicitors to take out an eviction order against Miss Pegg, who is in law a squatter.
So it really is my flat, Miss Bakewell?
Oh, certainly. Just sit tight. Leave it all to me.
I shall be instructing my lawyers to institute court proceedings to evict you, Mr. Moody, as you are in law a squatter.
But whose flat is it?
Yours.
His.
Hers.
Whose?
There has, I admit, arisen a slight complication, Miss Pegg. You see, what's happened is that both leases well, I should say the lease I gave you and the scrap of paper that Mr. Moody's got.
Ignore that remark, Mr. Moody. Your lease is perfect.
As I was saying, what's happened is that both were independently signed and witnessed by lawyers on the same day. Well, that makes it a matter for the courts.
Courts?
Oh, but don't worry.
Just stay here.
Don't
let this
stir
man
outside the
He's
door.
always
Don't, whatever you do, move outside that door. I'll be back with an eviction order against Mr. Moody here before you can say, Bartlett and Capel.
Capelcure, you're an impossible.
It appears I got it wrong about the champagne.
Oh, not at all.
So we've both got the flat.
Oh, my dearest Pegg, we appear to be nothing more than prawns in the game.
Will they sort it out?
Well, let's hope so.
What do we do in the meantime?
Well, I'm having a drink for a start.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Well, I don't normally, midday. But I feel so... Oh, my legs. Oh, it does take it out of you, doesn't it?
Do you mind if I, what a muddle. It's obviously not going to be sorted out today, is it? Or even next week.
Really?
Oh.
Oh. I wish I'd never have accepted this promotion. I mean, I was very happy doing my bankruptcies in Bolton.
In what?
I work for the government.
Yeah?
In the bankruptcy division.
Why am I suddenly nervous?
I hope you're not in that unfortunate position.
Well, I wasn't when I left my shop this morning.
Oh, dear.
What?
Are you a small trader?
In a manner of speaking, yeah.
Going down like flies these days. Like flies. What is your business exactly?
Antiques, objet d'art, bric-a-brac.
Dear.
No, I'm a junk merchant, really.
Sorry.
What for? What do you mean?
Well, according to the last white paper published by my department, the highest rate of bankruptcies occurred among the antique shop proprietors.
Yeah.
Have you thought of buying scrap?
No, I never fancied that.
Pretty. Have another drop of champagne, hmm?
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'll go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I persuade you? Well, cheerio, but not goodbye. Well, not till we know which one's going to be evicted.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, we'll just have to lead our separate lives in as civilised and tolerant a way as possible. See what I mean?
I think I do.
Live and let live.
Yes. And I don't care for your bedroom.
You wait for the blue roses.
I mean, I wouldn't want to go in there anyway. I mean, live in there, that is. Now, why not? I mean, Auntie Ethel's 200 miles away, isn't she?
For all I care, your Auntie Ethel can go for a trip to the moon. Well, good. So we're agreed. Now then, for a start, I've got my bird coming.
Oh, a bird! Oh, how nice. Well, it'll be company for my Jarvis.
Your Jarvis?
My hamster.
No. My bird's a young lady. She runs a hairdressing shop near me.
Oh.
She can't get enough.
Oh, I haven't heard hairdressers were having a difficult time.
No.
Well, it's your life. I mean, if it's not your flat.
Yeah, a friend of yours can come and go just as freely as any of my friends.
Oh, no, I don't have any friends.
Oh?
Well, I mean, of course I do, but I've left all my friends up in Bolton.
Oh, you don't have a fellow in tow?
Sorry?
A bloke who wants to shack up with you?
No.
Oh.
Oh, no, Mr. Moody.
Oh.
No. I do not engage in that sort of thing.
Oh, fair dues. Still.
No. Socially, I shall be leading a very quiet life in London.
Oh. If you do get a bloke, any fellow of yours can come and go just as freely as any of my girlfriends. That's a deal.
Well, yes. Well, whatever seems to be most convivial to all parties.
Right. That'll be all right. Sorry, may I? I just don't want to give her a shot. This'll be, I've got one for you.
Prezzies! Housewarming prezzies for my chunky wonky.
Oh, you are.
Oh, love, isn't it? Oh, heaven. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. fabulous. Oh, let's not waste time. Let's go to bed. Oh, God, what a day I've had. What a day I have had. 16 tints, 18 washes and 12 comb outs. Do you know, I think I'll scream if I have to look at another female scalp. I'll just get a quiet sandwich in the kitchen.
Oh, this is Miss Iris Holsworthy.
Oh, how do you
Miss
do?
Daphne Pegg. It's my girlfriend. My flatmate.
You what? Sandwiches for 3, Mr. Moody.
Thank you. Iris, before I go any further, I must just explain that a most unfortunate circumstance has arisen which would make it quite impossible for you to move in here, except on a temporary basis, because it would be unfair to Miss Daphne Pegg.
All those plans we made, I mean, it was all going to be so romantic.
Well,
4 days with you and 3 days with Stan at home. And then this. No, I mean, honestly, Rowley, is it fair? No, is it honestly? No. I mean, you know, our boudoir was turning out like a waiting room at Paddington Station. And then... You know, I can't let myself go knowing she's out there.
True.
Well then, how long's she going to be here?
Well, look, it's out of my hands.
She's not a fixture, is she?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Rowley, I couldn't move in while she's here. I just couldn't.
No, well, I suggest we keep our arrangement like it always was, you know. With us just seeing each other Thursdays and Saturdays.
I know, but it's not what I had in mind. Oh, how could it all go so wrong? I can't move in with her.
No, I wouldn't dream of persuading you, Iris. I mean, you always know your own mind.
I'm sorry, Rowley, no, I can't move in with her. I just couldn't. I feel terrible about it. I mean, who'd have thought it? 3 years. And we end up sharing our little love nest with some old spinster from Bolton. Rowley, you will send her away, won't you?
Hello,
Oh, hello.
George.
Yes, I know.
What, have I come at a bad time?
Oh, not at all. I'm very glad to see you.
Oh, yeah, everywhere else was full up.
Oh, not to worry. Well, just make yourself comfortable. Coffee.
Oh, ta.
Then I'll make up the bed.
Oh, well, I'll just get tuned up.
That's a big thing to carry about all day.
I'm lucky I don't play the organ.
You take sugar in it?
Oh, yes, please, 2.